Welcome back, legends. In today's video, we are finally debuting the final finished version of my BC-250 case. I don't quite have a name for it yet. I'll figure that out later. The biggest deal is that it is done. This is what it looks like, and we're gonna get a little bit more into it. Here we go. This is the case. Don't pay attention to the bottom. It's kind of ugly, but it's going to be sitting like this. But yeah, this is the chocolate brown wood grain version, which I absolutely love. This gives a very cool wood nostalgic thing. All 3D printed, which is awesome. BC-250 card right in there. We got the power supply here. We've got an extra chamber up here if you want to put like a SSD, run that cord out to here into one of those USB ports. And then some ventilation on the back here, and then another little cubby for extra stuff you might want. There's a hole that goes between these two chambers, so you could run essentially another SSD wire USB cable all the way through here, and then back out and then into there. So plenty of options on that. Two 140 mil fans. What am I trying to say? It's a push-pull configuration. That's what I'm trying to say there. And intake, exhaust. And I have some angles on the back of these. You can't really see it now. So that exhaust kind of comes out at an angle, so we're not circulating air back here. And yeah, this is pretty much it. My favorite part about this case are these skins are interchangeable. So say you want to change it up in a few months and you want to get a different look to this case, these pop right off. These come right off just like that, and bam, you can get yourself some new skins. I'll have them on my eBay store. And these side ones you can order too. They're just a little bit more of a pain in the butt to get to because you have to take out the power supply and stuff like that. But I'll probably offer the side ones in black if you don't really care about the side ones, because you're not really looking at the side of the case, you're really looking at the front of the case. And well, put this thing back together, and it's as easy as that. So without further ado, let's get to building this thing. We're going to go from what pieces we've got, different hardware that it comes with, and we're going to build it from the ground up. Let's go through the parts and pieces to this case. You're going to have two left and right side of the GPU chamber, two left and right side of the power supply chamber. You're going to come with two side skins for each side of the case. Two top skins. They're going to be clearly labeled which way the front of the case is. That way you don't misorient these. You're going to have fan grills for the back of the case. Even though I don't have the text on here now, one of these or both will have text on saying which side goes to what, because one of these is for an exhaust only. As you can see, there's these little fins here that I'm trying to direct airflow out, so that way you're not circulating air in the back of the case and back into itself. You're going to have two front skins, or these are actually the top skins. They'll be labeled on the back, and you'll know which way the front of the case is, and if these are top, left, or right. These skins are so freaking cool. I love these. And then you're going to have two front skins, left front, left right. And then we also have these case brackets. We have 8 2-screw brackets, 1 4-screw bracket, and another 4-screw bracket, which also serves to secure the GPU inside the case and to securely cut off any airflow that's not going through the heatsink of the GPU. Then we also have some legs that go on the bottom of the case. I'm going to make these more interesting looking. So just for now, this is what they are, but I'm going to make these much more interesting looking. It doesn't take much more time or film it. So be on the lookout for that. And then you'll have 20 of these M.2 screws. Oh no, 20 case screws, sorry. These are just regular like wood case screws. You'll have 20 of these, and then 18 of these M.2 screws. Now these M.2 screws are made so you can swap out pieces of this case. Something breaks, you need to get in, and you need to get into the GPU or something. All those screw areas will be the M2 screws with the heat inserts, because these screws, these wood screws, they're not meant to be uninstalled and installed multiple times. But where these are going on the case, it should be one install and you'll never have to uninstall these ever again. And again, we'll do a quick overview, bird's eye view here of like what you get. Side skins, front or top skins, front or top skins, fan grills. You'll have these brackets here, some screws, legs, top plates, chambers for the GPU, chambers for the power supply. And let's just go over some additional things you'll need for the case. Obviously, you're going to need to cool the card. This case is designed for two 140mm fans. The ones I recommend are these ARCTIC ones. These are the ARCTIC Pro. They're the P14 Pro PST. I don't know if you can see that on there, but that's the ones I'm definitely going to be recommending. I'll put the link in the description below so you can get the right ones. And they're reasonably priced. Have a great CFM volume and great speed on these guys. So I think these are a perfect fit. And then the power supply is this a PIVA power supply. I don't see an actual model number on here, but in any case, I'm going to leave the link in the description below for what this is. So you make sure you get the right one, because sizing is going to be an issue. The GPU chamber or the CPU chambers are designed specifically for this size. Oh, also, you're going to need the BC-250. I'll have these on my store. I do have a bunch of these that I do want to kind of part ways with. So I'll have these on my store. I'll probably offer some sort of discount if you buy the GPU and the case from me. And I will probably have like a service where I can install Steam and retro gaming type stuff on here. So it's pretty much ready to go. All you got to do is install your games. Bam. This is what the chocolate wood edition looks like. I don't know what I'm going to call this one, but we'll just call it chocolate wood. I don't know. And that's it. You can see a little bit of the inner case here. I'll probably, those yellow brackets, I'll probably print those in black as well. So everything is on black on the inside. You won't be able to see any of the imperfections in the case. But yeah, this is it, guys. Yeah. Bottom, oh, you know what? We forgot to do the legs. Legs are finished up. Let's put these legs on. That's what the 4 screws are for. Bam, that really sets it off, I feel like. Let's get a better view of this. I'm gonna take you guys off the tripod here. I think really puts it together, really ties it all together. So yeah, this little cubby here is for a solid state drive or an SSD external, of course. This is the one I have. Like, it's an older one, and they all work roughly the same when you're gaming. I mean, your load times might vary a little bit, but I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. In any case, get whichever one you want. These are USB 3.0, so whatever speed is matching that, you don't want to overspec it. But this is a bigger one, and this one fits perfectly. I'll get measurements on this, and I'll put that on eBay so you guys can kind of plan out your build. But yeah, so you can just essentially fit that guy in there. Hold on, let's do a little pre-cable management here. And yeah, fit this guy in here just like this. Kind of get these cables tucked back away in there. And bam. So you could have, you know, I'll ship my cards with a 128 SSD. And then, you know, there's not really much to do much on there game-wise and put games on there. But you can have an external drive, which I think makes it even better. And then there's 2 of these ports, so if you want another one, you can probably fit 2 side by side. If not, you can get a longer cable that can go all the way through and use this other bay down there to put an SSD in. But yeah, that's it. We're not going to turn it on yet. We're going to wait for another video, because that video is going to be the video of temps, thermals, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that wraps it up for the case. The case is finally done. Now it's just up to me to design some fun skins that you guys can throw on here, switch it up. I can make them themed and all that sort of stuff. So it's gonna be kind of pricey. I'm thinking in the $129 range to buy. It takes forever to print. It's let me actually pull up. It's kind of expensive, I know. $129. It's a lot to do. So it's a lot of filament that it uses. The print time is 66 total hours. A lot of that I can kind of combine together. I can do batch printing and stuff like that, but 66 hours is a lot. It's a lot of time. So it's definitely gonna cost some money. Yes, you have to buy the fans. You've got to buy the power supply, your own SSD. And then the card. But with the card, you're getting a CPU, a GPU, a motherboard, and RAM, all for roughly $100. So I don't know what other PC you can buy out there that's great for 1440p. Probably some older hardware that's not as spec'd well as this. So I think this is probably the best budget friendly as you can get. And it's cool because you can have little skins and swap stuff out. I think that's probably the main selling point on this case as opposed to the other one. So that's it for this one, guys. Stay on the lookout for my next video. It's going to be kind of testing this, turning it on, going through all the thermals, showing you what I'll include on it. And yeah, we'll go from there. Expect this in my store a week or two. I know I keep pushing things back, but just when I think I'm done with something on this, there's more work to be done. But say a week or two to be safe. So if you like this content, make sure you like, subscribe, and most important, share.